guys, welcome to another Ark Taming Series video. This time we are taming a brand new creature from the Additional Creatures 2 Wild Ark mod. I'm laughing because this is the third time I've tried to tame one of these dang things. And every time we get close to one to shoot this intro video, it'll run off and just start fighting everything and dying immediately. So I took it over here to the beaches of Ragnarok, because I need a little bit of time to do the intro video, and then we need to test to see if we can pick it up with different creatures. We've already tried the Argentavis. It doesn't work. So now we're going to try Wyverns and Quetzals, see if those will pick up the Aerosteon from Additional Creatures 2 Wild Ark. It's right there. It's like a Mega Raptoron, and we're excited to try it and pick it up. So here we go. We're going to try with the Wyvern first. This is my Tech Poison Wyvern. And it did not work. I'm going to double check just to make sure I didn't miss him. No, it did not work. Okay. So now we are going to try a Quetzal. And then if the Quetzal doesn't work... I love Wyverns, man. They just don't know where the land is. You know what I mean? GG. Here we go. Take 3, take 4, take 5. There we go. It finally recognized the ground. GG. Alright, so let's try the Quetzal. Where's my Quetzal? Right there. Okay. Alright. So we will try the Quetzal. See if that works. I don't think the Quetzal works either, you guys. I do know the Rhini Ignatha works. I was hoping that one of the smaller, more easily gotten creatures would work as well, but definitely not. Okay, alright. That's alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up with the Rhini Ignatha, and then I'm going to fly it all the way back to my trap. Again, if you do not have a Rhini Ignatha, the best thing to do right now would be to trap this guy. Probably in just a trap where you can run and get him inside of it. Just have him chase you, and then just have a ramp going up into your trap. And yeah, that'll usually work. Okay, it's fine. There's a lot of mesh. This is a really bad mesh area, clearly. But there we go. Let's go pick him up. And I'm just going to show you guys that it does indeed work. Okay. Apparently I did not push the right buttons. It's control and C. Oh, control and right trigger, or control and left trigger. Okay, there we go. I've got him. I'm going to fly him back to my base, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until we have him in the trap right now. So don't go anywhere. Alright, so unfortunately we were not able to get him back to my trap. He's very, 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 very strong in the air. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to land and just clear this area out of threats that could kill him. Hopefully quickly. Because these guys are uber aggressive, so. Alright, so now we're just going to try to trank him. With the, hopefully with the ledge here as protection. He's trying to find a way up to me, which I don't like. I'm using shocking trank darts here. Knock out, please. Please, knock out. Nice. Nice. Alright, we got him. We have a Sarco over there that we have to watch out for. Alright, so this is atypical. I do not normally do these videos. I would love for my bullets to register. That would be cool. Alright, let me go see what this guy's torpidity is. His torpidity seems okay. I just bugged inside of him. That's cool. Alright, I need to kill this Sarco. I don't want him to come over here while I'm trying to tame this guy. There we go. Let the Sarco taken care of. Okay. So we got the creature knocked out. He wants 6 extraordinary kibble. If you don't have extraordinary kibble, he will also like the raw mutton and the raw prime meat. But I do have some kibble for him in my taming area here. Not much. We're almost out. But I do have some. So we're going to go ahead and feed that to him. I also have a Binturong on my back from the same mod that this creature is a part of. And he is going to increase the food value drain of the creature, which is going to increase the taming. And my taming settings on the server are 2.5 times. Okay, where did you come from? I literally just killed one of you. Alright, Jimmy Joe, I love you, man. You guys have a good night. And get some rest. Let us know how everything works out, please. I'm going to be thinking about y'all a lot. Alright, so once we get this guy woken up, I'm going to go ahead and get back to the base and craft a saddle for him. And the saddle is craftable at level 85, so this is a late game tame. Which makes a lot of sense when you guys find out what this thing does. It does a lot, to say the least. And I'm looking forward to reading it all to you. And it's almost nighttime, which is perfect, because this is a much stronger creature overnight than it is during the day. This is a really pretty one, too. I'm glad we got this one. But anyway, we're going to head back to the base. We'll teleport there now. And let's craft a saddle for it. Usually the saddles are crafted in your inventory for these. Did I even unlock it? I didn't. So usually we can just craft it directly in our own inventory, and that's the case here as well. So we're just going to go ahead and craft one, like so. And now we have one. Now let's get him back out. Quite a large creature, to be fair. Okay, I love that bug. Wow, yeah, it's like... It's almost like a larger iguanodon shape. Wow, they jump, okay. Okay, so let's just park him right here for a second. We'll try to get a decent picture of him. Well, like right there. Does he have a... Sweet. Alright, let's read about the Aerosteon. Let's read about him. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is read the dossier, and then we'll talk about all of the different things that this guy can do. First off, the creature spawns in the Redwoods, the Jungle, the Badlands on Scorched Earth, the Eden Jungle on Gen 2, the Eden Hard Jungle on Gen 2, the Eden Forest on Gen 2, the Eden Hard Forest on Gen 2, the Sunken Forest on Extinction, and the Genesis 1 Bog Forests, okay? It is tameable by KO. And, let me see... real quick, let's find out what the spawn code is for this guy. If I can find... Okay, here they are. Alright, spawn code for this creature is... not listed that I can see. I do believe it's called Blood something or other, right? Let's see. Typically, so bloody arrows is probably the right spawn code. So it would probably be bloody arrow, AERO, underscore character, underscore BP, underscore C. If that doesn't work, add an S to the end of it. I am also checking the list here to see if I'm missing something. Okay, I'm not seeing the specific code for it there, but chances are it's one of the two that I mentioned. Alright, so let's talk about the Dossier, and then we'll take him out for a spin and see what he does, okay? See if we can't make all the things it does happen. Alright. So, one of the largest species of Megaraptoran, Aerosteon, is a dangerous predator with sharp claws that it uses to flay into prey, causing profuse bleeding and ignoring many types of armor. Aerosteon almost seems to enjoy making its prey bleed a little too much, and as such, seems to become further and further excited. The entire creature is rather excitable. Despite its size, it is capable of doing backflips and will often do as such when in combat to dodge around attacks, as the creature itself is surprisingly light for its build. As such, Aerosteon tends to inhabit areas with plenty of cover, allowing it to suddenly burst from the foliage into a bloodbath of its own design, while extended conflict will allow Aerosteon to refresh itself. It comes into its own during the night, when its bloodlust-driven excitement reaches a fever pitch during the night. It almost seems to go mad with excitement and bloodlust, turning into a frenzied attacker practically unparalleled. Many attempt to tame Aerosteon due to this, but find the creature incapable and lacking compared to other large theropods on its own. Only with a skilled rider can Aerosteon truly enter its most murderous state, becoming a fast, agile, tactical predator capable of flaying even the deadliest of targets. Now, first things first, there is a sit option on the radial wheel right here. And as you may know, anytime you have a creature in this sit buff, it increases its healing regen, alright? So try to remember that. You cannot ride it either. You have to tell it to stand up before it will allow you to ride. This creature is also immune to bleeding of all kinds, okay? So keep that in mind. The left click is a bite that does 35 base damage. When biting a bleeding target, it grants itself a feeding regen. And the feeding regen does plus 3.5 HP, plus 5 stamina, and minus 5 torpor per second over 12 seconds. When under bloodlust, this changes to a frenzied feasting regen, which does plus 45 HP, plus 15 stamina, and minus 50 torpor per second over 12 seconds. So each of these attacks has a base and a bloodlust version. And I will show you the base version right now. We cannot do bloodlust quite yet. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to pick on is this Parasaur. And we're just going to left click bite it. And you'll see it's just a regular bite. And so yeah, that's not a regular Parasaur. Alright. Let's kill the Parasaur. So we're going to just jump away. Now the right click is a claw attack. You can see it's a double attack. Smack, 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 smack. Now the double claw attack done with the right mouse click does a base 58 damage. I don't want to have to kill every parasaur in the neighborhood. Thank you. Alright. So that does a base 58 damage twice in 2 rapid strikes, as you can see. And it has the armor-piercing effectiveness of the Manta and the Therizinosaur. So it's the same kind of attack. Or the same kind of armor-piercing ability as those 2 creatures. The attack costs 25 stamina per use, and it cannot be used if you have insufficient stam, okay? It also inflicts the Brachiochenius' bleed, which deals 45 base damage times the melee stat. So whatever your melee stat is. The higher the melee, the more the bleed damage is. It ignores buffs, and it does a max damage amount, and it partially also ignores saddle armor. Now, landing that attack on bleeding targets will also slowly build up your bloodlust, okay? Now, bloodlust is not a thing quite yet. That's a nighttime thing. The C key is an aesthetic roar, which means it doesn't do anything. It is cool to look at, and that's about it, okay? The space bar, again, as I've shown you, does a jump, and that jump will cost you 100 stamina every time you use it, okay? The S, if you do the S key plus space bar, which is the S key essentially makes you back up, but if you hit space while you are backing up, you're going to do what's called an evasive maneuver. It does a base 35 damage. It costs 100 stamina to use, and it cannot be used with insufficient stamina. It also has a 5-second cooldown. It will allow you to dodge backwards while gaining distance and striking with your tail before it leaps backward, okay? Before leaping back forward. Now, if you time this right, during a parry window, you will take 0 damage from physical attacks, and instead be granted a buff for your appropriately timed attack. This is called the successful dodge buff. And that buff does plus 45 stam and minus 100 torpor over per second over 4 seconds. It's essentially it's a stam rebuff and a torpor decreaser. It also allows you to effectively recover the stamina cost and then some of your dodge if you time it correctly. So let's try it on this angle over here. So all we're going to do is we're going to go up to it. We're going to start walking backwards with S and then just hit space bar. And it looks like that, okay? So that's pretty cool. So, it's tough to time it. It's tough to time it. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So did I get anything? Like any kind of debuff or anything? I guess not. Alright, we're gonna have to kill this. So you're able to take out your gun from its back, which is always a plus. Okay, apparently I just told it to sit, even though I was trying to tell it to reload my gun. Alright, so those are, let's see here. We have left control is a redeem meter. I'm going to read about this before trying it. Let's see here. Once at 100% indicated by a buff, press this key to redeem your meter. Not enough bloodshed. I'm not seeing where that might be. Maintenance. Once at 100% indicated by a buff, press this key to redeem your meter. If during the daytime, you will remove your buff and taunt the opponent, granting yourself the refresh buff during the daytime. That's plus 45 HP, plus 15 stamina, minus 50 torpor per second over 120 seconds. If you do it during the night, you will properly grant yourself Bloodlust and enter a frenzy, which does plus 75% damage. It does minus 20% incoming damage, an increase in 20% in speed, plus 45 stam per second, and minus 500 torpor per second for 240 seconds, which is essentially 4 minutes. Okay. Bloodlust will grant new abilities when activated. Upon entering Bloodlust, deliver a knockback shockwave to push nearby targets away from you. So I guess it's considered nighttime now. I don't see where this meter is yet. But we're going to try to get into Bloodlust because it is nighttime. So. Okay, so I see that it says I'm feeding right now in the upper right, which is nice. Okay, so I don't know what he's doing right now. I guess. Not enough bloodshed. I'm not sure what it wants me to do. And oh, I see it. Okay, I see on the right-hand side of the screen, you can kind of see the Bloodlust filling up. Yeah, you can see it in red there on the right-hand side of the screen. I will blow it up right now so you guys can see it. So it looks like you have to kill quite a few things to get that sucker to go up. Alright, we got about halfway now. Stamina is a thing. Oh! Wrong buttons like crazy here, stream. That's alright. Okay, so it appears like my right click is what's giving me Bloodlust. Left click is not doing it. So you're gonna have to right click your way all the way up to fill up your Bloodlust bar. And just remember that right click does drain stam as well. Okay? So this is a quick attack, but it does take away stam. We've almost got Bloodlust filled. Let me see if that did it. Not enough. Okay, we're almost there, though. Is that enough? There it goes. We're in Bloodlust now. Okay, I'm assuming we're in Bloodlust now? Yeah? I can't tell. Alright, so the first thing we're going to try is the S. Because apparently that does something different under Bloodlust. X is an impaling stab. Okay. Oh god, it's covered. Let's see what that says. Oh, wrong button! I can't tell what's gaining food. X key is not giving me an attack yet. Okay, I'm not sure what to do here, like... Alright, let's kill this guy. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not working. Alright, let's go ahead and have him sit. I honestly don't know why this is not working, getting him into blood. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. He should heal a lot faster while he's sitting down. Yeah, see how fast it goes when he's sitting? Left control, redeem meter. Once at 100%, indicated by above, press this key to redeem your meter. If during the night, properly grant yourself bloodlust and enter a frenzy. So clearly I have not successfully entered bloodlust yet. I don't know why. We've had the meter full twice. Why aren't you working, dude? I want you to work. I did not want to lose him though. He almost died. I would have been sad. Alright, there we go. Alright, so he's fine now. Now, I'm just going to try to get him to full bloodlust. It doesn't help that I keep, like, leveling up. Like, I don't want that up there. Right, try to get him up. There we go. Come on, nighttime could end. Okay, so I don't know. Apparently, it's supposed to say max meter. I've seen it say max meter up there. Alright, so there's the max meter indicator up in the upper right. Alright, so now let's go down here. And left control is how we enter Bloodlust. I don't understand. Maybe it's left something else. Right, there's my max meter. It's not working. The button works once it's not high enough. That's the C key. That's the X key. Shift. Alt? No. It's definitely not working. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully they will get that fixed, because I really wanted to see all of the new, like, different bloodlust attacks it allows to do. But as you can see, we are getting this up to full bloodlust, max meter right there. I'm hitting left control and nothing is happening. Shift and X doesn't do anything, which is supposed to be wild strikes. Anyway, you're supposed to, during a bloodlust, if you're able to get into a bloodlust, and maybe somebody can comment down below how I do that. And if I can figure it out, I will definitely do another video and replace this one with that. But as of right now, I cannot get into Bloodlust. It will not let me. But anyway, if you are able to, the S plus spacebar during Bloodlust will give you a Savage Evasive Strike, which does base of a 90 damage. It's 100 stamina to use and cannot be used with insufficient stam. Has a 5-second cooldown just like the regular S plus spacebar. And it has the same effects as standard claw attacks. It's almost the same animation with the same effects. You dodge backwards and try to time an enemy melee hit at the right time, but you'll do a dashing attack forwards afterwards. This attack helps gain Bloodlust on a successful hit. If you time your dodge correctly, you will gain the successful counter attack buff, which gives you 75 stamina per second, minus 100 torpor per second for approximately 2.5 seconds, and then increases your damage output of counter attack by 50%. Also during Bloodlust, if you push the X key, this is at nighttime obviously, you will do wild strikes, which do a base of 150 stam, 70-second cooldown. It does a base 115 damage per strike. You will deliver a frenzied roar, which pushes targets away before delivering a series of 4 strikes while moving forward. It ignores armor the same as the normal claw attacks and inflicts gouge, with each hit stacking up to 4 times. It does minus 4.5 HP per second over 60 seconds. Now, provided you hit every single strike on the same target, you will drain their HP by about 1,080 units, ignoring all armor and resistance. The Aerosteon's claw attack and savage strike, if they hit a gouged target, have a chance to inflict rend, further weakening target defense. Gouged counts as a bleed type buff. That is the shift plus X attack. Sorry about that. The regular X attack is the impaling stab that I was telling you about. But again, Bloodlust is not working. It must be bugged, or I'm doing it incorrectly. But literally, it says to just hit left control to enter Bloodlust. And it is definitely not working. So if you could comment down below how to do it or what I did wrong, that would be dope. But in the meantime, that was the Aerosteon from the Additional Creatures 2 Wild Ark mod. Brand new creature, only like a day old, so I still have some stuff, some kinks to work out on it. Cool looking creature, definitely like the coloration on this one. If you enjoyed the video, please show it some love by hitting the like button. And of course, you can always see more like this one by subscribing. And I will catch y'all down the road.